Yo, hello, hello, hello. Clancy, what's up? Welcome back. Seller, yo. Yeah, just get music going. I'm gonna try and get as far as we can into that ZBrush model today for the stairs. My audio is super low. I don't believe it. Hang on. Nothing has changed. Is it still super low? Dude. Alright, switch over here. I was low the other day too. Oh, hello. Let's see here. Let's see, it's a little. All right, let's try that. How's that? Just let me know and I can update it accordingly. You guys might be able to if you listen really, really closely, the debates in the background. I can't hear it though, I'm listening to music. If you guys want something to listen to, this is the playlist I'm listening to, which is my my discovery playlist. Let me know if the sound is okay. Cool. Okay, so just gonna focus. How are you guys doing today? Or this evening, or whatever the time is for you? Focus hood. Actually, I think I may want to open up the other file and see where that one's at. I don't like where those stairs were going. Haha. Box, it's true. It's true, man. It's so soon. Oh, nice. Nice seller. Dude, the whole, like, game jam stuff just did not exist when I was, like, learning. It just wasn't a thing yet. So it's pretty good. It's cool, man. I wish it was around when I was starting to learn. It's like the perfect, like, outlet, if you want to call it, like, to learning. Get some team synergy stuff going on as well. Don't want to fuss on this stuff too much. Hey, Ponky. Ponk. Ponka Ponk. Alright, let's see here. So we've got 3 stair sets. They're a bit different from each other. Not too much, but enough. Like, you would never notice that. Let's actually... If we want to add any details, like the spherical stuff, we're going to have to do that now, I think. Let's actually, this is what we'll do. So we got this, right? So I make this polymesh 3D. Let's geometry. Blah, 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 blah. For people that do not know, when you divide, if you turn the SMT off here, the sub div smooth modifier, if you turn that off, so see with it on, it smooths it out. You can turn it off, smooth it twice, and then turn it on and smooth it again. You'll get a nice little bevel. Let me see what I'm doing here. So if you want, you can get nice bevels going on. Anywho, that's not why we're here. We're here to do this. What's up, Cooley? Got my Jedi hood on. Oh, Chris is in here too. Oh my god. How you doing, dude? Oh, Chris, I didn't tell him. Dude, it's so creepy. So I get home. Karma and I walk into the apartment. Karma's my girlfriend. Get into the apartment. And the window, or the little peephole on the back side of the door, you know, that you look out, was open. Like there's a little flap that covers it. It was open. From the inside. I was like super weirded out. It's like, I'm just gonna go check the balcony real quick, turn the lights on. You want out here? Alright, so what we're doing is we're making this, where are we at here? We're making a alpha that we can use. So once you've created this, right? We'll do this too, get some variation going on. So you make that. Go to your alpha, and then you want to grab dock, frame it first, and make sure there's no perspective on. Get it nice and centered there. Grab dock. So you get this guy. You can see the alpha here. Okay, what's up? Face Melt, how you doing? Yes, Face Melt, I am still uploading these to YouTube. I actually got my first down thumbs down on a video today. It was an eye-opener. So Kay, welcome to the stream. What I'm doing right now is I've sculpted a little piece out here. Turn the perspective off. We zoom in on this, so we get just like the height information, right? And then we get our alpha from it. I probably should divide it a bit more. Then maybe we'll do some creasing, see what happens. Or not creasing. Let me see if this will do it. Oh yeah, I've got the alpha on there too. Oh, this is interesting. So if I like see that alpha that's here that I've captured, if I drag it out, probably need to use clay. If I drag it out, grab that alpha, you see it's inverted. It's pretty weak too. If I just turn this up, there you go. Anyways, we need to level it out, so we need to grab this image and copy it. You mouse modeling, dude? You mean mouse sculpting? Currently, yeah. Tanks? Oh my god. Oh my god. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow. Now you got me all self-conscious, Chris. Hang on. Chat says, oh, you're not using a Wacom. Oh, that's cool. Chris says it, and then I'm like all like, oh god, I can't focus. I don't even know where the wire is for my Wacom. Hang on. Found it. Found it. Wacom skills. Dude, pen skills. Pen skills with a mouse. I was crawling under the table. Oh, it's scary down there. Okay. It is surprisingly nipple. Oh my god. What are you guys even doing? You feel like you're being trolled? Are you? Are you being trolled? Actually, I need to... I don't do this too often, so it's a little weird. Need to make a new folder for these. Seller. Wow. Can I put this on YouTube? Is that okay? Is that even allowed? He must be frustrated. Oh, obviously. So one thing you'll notice is the outside here is pretty do that. So basically what I'm doing is cleaning up the outside so that you don't get edge. Okay, now we go back to this guy. Not that guy. Wait a tick. Let's go here. I can eat? What? What are you talking about? Standard. Oh, standard brush. Weird. I want to see. Should probably just build a brush to draw these out. So I can just sweep across. I wonder if I do dotted and then... Oh, we're in full experiment mode now. This is bad. I should be getting shit done. Do 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 do. Let's see what chat's saying. 2 nipple blocks. I think Tinks might be frustrated. Drag dot? Oh, that's nice. Talk about tedious as all hell. Oh no, you're right. It's not fixed. How sad. I think whenever that happens, we'll just do that for now. We'll just get really sloppy with this. This is good. Well, I want the strength to be more, though. Too much nipple, too much nipple. There we go. You call yourself a streamer? Tinks. Tinks! You stoked for 1.4? I'm stoked. This is strangely satisfying. I need to look into how brushes work more, because you can just do this with a brush where you just click one side and then drag across and it'll just do it. It's all good though. I kind of like the unevenness of it. It just makes it that much more like human. I could probably do this in Substance Painter as well. Wouldn't even have to worry about it in the high poly. It's all good. You've been trying to stay away? I can't get enough, man. I probably look at the game more than I probably should. How do I rotate it while I'm placing it? You're talking about how it does this? So if you go drag dot on the strokes, when you click it down, if you don't let go, it'll just freely rotate. So you just kind of move the mouse around and it'll rotate. So where you place it down is now its pivot, and it'll rotate around that. So you see when you pass it, it's like passing a pole. Whoop. Oh, Tinks. Oh, Tinks. Have you seen what I'm building on this stream? Yeah, I need to get better at the workflow for capturing alphas, because I know there's a cleaner way to do that, so I didn't even have to go into Photoshop. Oh well. I'll show you. Okay, so I've got this one. Got this one and this one. Oh, I think I'm only going to do those little circle things on every other step. So wait, what? Oh, there we go. Okay. So we'll do that here real quick and then we'll be good. Yeah, that's probably the biggest like Achilles of whoa. It's probably the biggest problem with ZBrush is there's just tons of hidden stuff for no reason. So this is what I'm working on. It's going to take ages, and you guys are just going to have to be patient with me. But I've been working on like these pieces, and now I'm like starting to build a stair set out. So once we do the stair set, then we'll go ahead and do these little flat guys. And then that'll lead us to these guys. So that little flat piece, well, maybe we'll make two versions of it. One that's really beat up and then one that's kind of okay. And the kind of okay ones we can put under the pillars. So it's just two birds with one stone. Uh-oh, I'm using a mouse again. Go put that down. Gotta impress the Chris. I bet Matt's working on his car right now. He's doing a car for a competition. He's just having fun with it, and it's turning out really cool. Of course, anything Matt works on turns out really cool. He's got some really good design mind going on. We're gonna mask this out so that we can do the sphere there, but it's chipped a bit. Visceral, what's up? How you doing? Welcome back, my friend. It's so cool you're in here, Tinks. I don't know how long you're gonna be around, but it's awesome. I have one more person to talk to, and then I think we were able to have a chat. An hour and a half long chat. Or whatever, however long they are. I just listen, and then, oh, it's over. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Those last ones are a little big. Works for me. Make sure this is the right. Oh, what? How did I do that? You see this? Somehow somehow I undid a bunch of these strokes. Oh, that's cool. Hola. Hola. Fully fledged baker. Dude, that's awesome. Tell her congrats, even though she has no idea who I am. Dang, we're going to have to do this again. Alright, I'm going to do this faster. We're just not even going to care. All we want is to know that that detail is there when you're at a distance. Dude, it's like I'm making a cake in 3D. I'm like decorating a cake. That's freaking awesome though. Nothing better than achieving what you've been working so hard for. I have no idea how I cleared all those. That is crazy. Cake Nirvana, what's up, comedy? Evolutionary Dragon, hello. Welcome to the stream. Jopie, hi again. Hello. Sublime. Sublime's here, guys. Sublime's here. So one thing we need to do is once we get these stairs figured out, we need to solve this thing. This is the part that's probably going to take the longest because the shape is completely made up. So there's like there's no way to know like what that's supposed to be there. Maybe we leave that as a big resting shape. Because I was talking about this at work today, and Matt O'Halloran, he preaches it hardcore. The 30-70 ratio, which is essentially like so you have big areas of rest, which are like these big flat spaces here, and then you have high frequency details like these details. It's really important that you get a good ratio, and most concept artists and good 3D artists naturally will maintain a 70% rest, 30% high frequency detail, because it's really hard on the eyes if everything is just high detail and just ends up not looking as good because of it. So the less you can get, like that's probably the main reason I've skipped the middle one for adding these little dots, because adding that everywhere is just going to be too much. It's just going to be crazy. Okay, we'll get these stairs out of the way. Wait, how many stairs are there? So 3, 6, 2, 3. So there's not, okay. 9, and then the top one's the 10th one. So I think what we'll do is create these 3 steps as its own modular piece. Then we'll create this area, this as its own modular piece. And then we'll make a single step that we can just extend out for that. So that way we can just keep moving. So if I take this, does Matt have a website? He does. 2 seconds. Whoa, did you see all those? Let's see here. make sure I get it. There's that. That's his blog. He's also on ArtStation. You can probably find him through that blog. I think I saw an ArtStation link on there. Thanks. So we're not going to do any crazy detail on this. I think we're just going to leave it pretty normal. That way we can duplicate it a couple times. So I'm double checking some stuff before I add. Gonna append a cube. Trying to think if I can. Hey, welcome back. How is your food? I need to initialize this, but I don't know what happens if you initialize a mesh inside of another. We're going to use our, let's see if it works. Yes. Learning some Z modeling hotkeys. Get your Z modeler brush. This is so tedious. Just going to get rid of these. Oh my god, they just don't even go away all the way. That is beyond stressful. Okay. Probably needed to set it as loop before I did this. Whoa, this is confusing. Okay. See, the other thing that's a problem with ZBrush is everything's kind of hidden. So like, close holes is the same as cap, which is kind of confusing. There we go. My brain. Whoa. I'm like, why would that do that? That's not normal at all. Is this gonna work? I don't know. Oh, wow. That was interesting. Whoa. Be warned, I'm completely experimenting right now. Because I don't, this is super weird to me. Because you don't model normally, you know, in here. And then that, I don't even know. We're just eyeballing this because it doesn't necessarily matter all that much. Just want to make sure that we have things kind of close. Man, and I just want to grab those verts and move them all at once. That is super weird. We're not going to do that because I'm not comfortable. Basically what I need to do is get a block here, which I'll just append. It would be quicker. Well, I don't know. I'm such a... Get out of here. Such a nerd. Sublime Studios. Yeah, it would be easier as long as I actually... What am I talking about? I have this. I mean, these are kind of in the same range, area, whatnot. So if we go here. What in the actual fuck just happened? Whoa. Moto with frickin' Wacom does not feel normal. It's weird because we don't want it exactly. I mean, it's these. Everything's so jarring. Out of here, Wacom. Out of here. Oh God, I made it worse. Ah, Gabe, what's up? Dude, now I feel super strange. I'm gonna delete this. Wait, that's an edge. The whole thing's been approached from a really strange way, and now I'm like doing things completely not how I would normally do them. We need to get back on track, guys. Make sure these are connected. Well, I was insanely uncomfortable. What's up, Gabe? How you doing? Watch, it's not even gonna line up. That's close. Oh, Jesus, no. Maybe we can actually use this now. It's like, how do you make temporary... Wow. I don't know how you do that. Cause like these are all move, but they're like free move. Ugh. We're not doing that. I want to learn how to model in here. At least so when I run into those problems, I can just kind of fix them. There we go. All right, that works for me. Wait, what? What is going on here? That's cool. Not really, but you know. What is that? Okay, hang on. That's why. Yeah, I was clicking Alt, and then you like highlight the polys. Not doing it. It was like, nah, man. No, you don't want to do that. Why would you want to do that? Import. It's like, sorry, dude. You gotta like triangulate this stuff. Dude, we got hella caught up in this. This is shit. Alright, import. There we go. This is gonna work for me. I just want it solid so that I can have these side plates. N-gons, N-gods! So that was a squash thing we were talking about the other day. It's just disgusting. There we go. Works for me. Okay, so we got this guy. Ugh. How it felt. I feel dirty. How do you like it, Tinks? I feel dirty. Ben just realized Gabe's in here. Just chilling. Just chillaxing. Okay, so we've saved this out. We're going to merge these down. So the reason we saved this out as well is so that we can merge these down and make sure that we have the model detail where we need it. So we'll export. Oh wait, we gotta DiNusty first. Or decimate. You don't know, Gabe. Get out of here. So when's your next recording, Tinks? If you're still in here. I don't know if you're still in here. Who, Gabe? Oh, this is gonna take a little bit. How are you doing, Gabe? Are you living the dream? Is the dream being lived? Yeah, man. Process. You're kind of sick? Oh, dude, is that how Yannick got sick? He get it from you? Yeah, I think we're gonna one piece, one. This should work if Zbrush does not crash. What's updating for 1.4? Oh my god. Gabe, you got those perch notes ready? Yeah, actually, I don't know any Gabes that are like rude or mean. They're all pretty cool. The coolest Gabe I know though is this Mr. Gabe Likes here. You don't know any cool Gabes, Gabe? That's not awkward. Ah, for reals? Come on, Zbrush. Come on. No, I'm waiting for you. That's what I'm talking about. Going way down. Decimate. Of course it decimates that back piece. But we just need those shapes. Perch nerds. Okay. Alright, now we're in here. File open. Open. I'm very confused. Is it this one? Wait, I'm super confused now. Screw it. Onward. You'd like me to talk about modular designs and best way to approach creating modular assets for a game? Honestly, I think we covered that in another episode. I think it was early on too. But the most important part is to make sure that you've got a measurement between your parts, and then that everything is snapping to a grid like origin. Once I get the low poly done for this, which I'm going to just try and blast through, we can look at how I've set up some of the stuff that's currently in the scene. How does that sound? Yo, what's up, man? Mr. Noah. Oh, this is gonna be weird. So I want that chip in there. So we're just gonna do that. Oh, you posted the scene in Whip? Oh, Reed's sick. We'll look at it. These are so subtle, you probably don't need those. Uh-oh. There we go. Works for me. How did I find the transition from 3ds Max to Moto? So honestly, I thought it was a pretty smooth process. The hardest thing to get used to is the camera control difference. I don't know. If Ben's in here, I'd like to hear what he has to say about it as well. Because he just did the transition. You know, screw it. We'll add it. But I don't know. I don't think it's nearly as bad as people would perceive it to be. I think if you were coming from Maya, it might be a little bit more difficult. I could be wrong about that, but I'm just feels like it would be more difficult. We'll do that. So modifiers aren't really in Moto like that. Like they started adding procedural modeling, which is probably the closest thing you'll get to stack modifiers. And that just showed up, so I don't expect that to be anything truly usable for a little while. I think I need to get rid of these for now. So I need to solve how it connects to this piece. But it's in that aspect it's quite different. Wait, what? Yeah, there's not mesh modifiers like in Max. Oh man, I'm like, where? What is happening? There we go. Yeah, tool dropping? Oh man, what a pain. Like, this one's kind of weird. If you, so say you're in here, right, and you drag out a box. If you select a face and then you hit B to bevel it, you have to click to activate it and then do this. Then you have control over that. And if you hold down Shift and click again, it will activate it again. So B, click. It's weird, man. You get used to it though. The other thing, Ben, I don't know if you knew this. I got this off of Warren Marshall stuff. If you press B and click, and then do your bevel, in the pipeline here, you can see poly bevel. You can just right click on that and then have it auto activate. And now whenever you press B, it'll already be activated and you don't have to click to trigger the bevel. And I believe that happens for most tools. Yeah, it's crazy. Yes, Ben. It's always easier when someone's nearby that knows. For sure. Yeah, dude, I wish that tutorial was actually out when I was learning how to, like, do this stuff. Because I was making that transition, you know? Yeah, once you know a 3D program, it's pretty easy to pick up the next one. Which is, thankfully, I was in that boat, so. Oh, jeez. There we go. Drow, what's up, man? I don't know if I'm saying your name right. How you doing? Yeah, Infamous Stairs. Okay, let's get out of this view. So these should all be relatively flat. This side, not so much. We'll see how that goes. Cozy in bed. Refocus cam. Is the camera out of focus? We want to see your eyebrows in full res. Did it fix it? Maybe my eyebrows broke it, you know? You ever thought about that? Do this so we've got some termination points. Isn't it better to bevel the whole edge? You're talking about these edges down here? They're so small that you would never see it. And if you're, which edge are you talking about, I guess? Whoa. This will just be an editor, so what we're working on is this scene. So I'm getting ready to replace the steps on this thing. I'm gonna do them in sets of 3, and then we'll build the side pieces to that. Oh, while we're in here, we can look at the modular stuff. So we've got these 3 pieces. I still need to model the top pieces of this, but you've got these 3. Let me see what the grid is at. So you see you've got this snapping to a grid. So the pivot, which is right here, I decided would be here. I mean, most people put it here in the inner corner. The idea is that you have that pivot and then everything's on the same grid, so no matter what, you just pivot stuff around. And if it's on the same grid, they'll always line up. You can see that. Technically, I could do this. And we're still on the same grid, so everything should match up. This is all in shadow. But yeah, that's kind of how you, if everything follows the same rule set as far as what it's snapping to, they will all work together. But yeah. Thanks, dude. I'm very slow at this stuff just because, like, a lot of the stuff you end up just relearning. It's like, I haven't been in Zbrush in ages, and now that I'm streaming, I'm in Zbrush again. It's like, what is happening? It's just how it works. If you don't practice it, you lose it. See, why are those split? I know why they're split. When I pressed Shift C and you drag this out, there's a split toggle here. Yeah, make sure that is turned off from now on. Yeah, cool. There you go. Now I can remove that. So another thing I usually do, this is kind of like the quick and dirty. Make all the edges soft. Crease on a 40-degree angle. And then select creased angles and solve issues, because where these edges are is where your smoothing is going to happen, or where your UV islands are going to happen. The undercut's pretty sharp, which probably means that needs to be a break. We're going to try making it part of that same piece, but usually I would advise, like, at an angle that changes that drastically, just not do that. Drawstick, thanks for the follow, man. Means hello to me. Means so much. It's like, I'd like to say that I'm streaming this to teach you guys stuff, but half the time you guys are showing me things. It's all good though. Okay, so we've got these creased edges. I'm gonna do a save of this, and then we're going to attempt a unwrap on this based off of those hard edges. So here's my beautiful UVs. Select those edges, UV, unwrap tool, click, orientate. I need to be in the UV tools, normalize. Oh wait, we need to see what these problems are. Like, where's this? What is this piece? Okay, that's better. Orientate, auto. That's what I'm expecting. So this normalizing tool is just making sure that the textile density between all of these are the same. Then we do like a pack. Where are we at here? Pack. So I want to stretch. And then we locate areas that you would never see. Probably this stuff and this stuff. Shrink them by, so you can see in the bottom left of the, over here, you can see a scale percentage. We're gonna just overall shrink that by like, let's say like 60-ish%. Then repack these. With stretching turned off, they will maintain their, oh geez, I'm just gonna ignore that. With stretching turned off, they'll maintain their textile density. Which piece is this? And why is that piece longer than this piece? These are pieces we shrunk. I am using OBS. Is there an image overlay on the stream that looks like some sort of wireframe? Are you talking about this stuff? This stuff that's happening here? I'll keep working and let me know if that's what it was. It like rotates and moves around. So do that. Now you got me staring at the stream. I'm like seeing if there's a wireframe thing. Rising Queen, what is going on? Uh-oh, okay. I got a link from you. Oh. You can see that? Oh, that's hilarious. Hang on. Maybe you can see it when I'm in this view. Oh, I see it. Whoa. I wonder if that's been there this whole time. It's gone now. Get your shit together, Chris. Christopher Radsby. You just got out of a Dota game, didn't you? You procrastinator, you. Dude, I wonder why that shows up. That's super weird. We'll just say that's my watermark. I think that's the logo after the animation finishes. The grid stays there. It doesn't go away, which is kind of bad. Teach us how not to procrastinate. First time on doing this usually fails, so we're in Substance Painter now. We're going to bake textures. I'm going to locate the high poly. We're looking for yes. 4. Let's do a 512 and just do the normal and see what we get out of that. Probably loading the high poly in the background. Alright, looks like it screwed up some things. We'll see. Yeah, so there's this, which is obviously because there's no creasing of normals on there. This stuff looks relatively okay. It's funny because these errors I've noticed go away once you apply materials. So most of the time I just ignore that. That and you don't usually see that side, so. Alright, let's turn it up. Let's turn it up. And then we'll do all. We don't need thickness and we don't need an ID. It's so funny, like, if we look at this really closely, I mean, even from here, you could probably get away with making a tileable. I should do a separate stream on this. You can make this and just make this trim pattern here its own, like, tileable, and then just mapping normals to the mesh. You don't even have to sculpt any of this. And then you just tile the detail normals and tile some other textures. Paint a mask. Good to go. Doesn't even have to be like this simple. Anywho. Like it's so simple that we didn't need to do the Zbrush stuff. Now that I'm looking at it. That and the details are so small that it doesn't matter. It's the bigger things that you want to worry about, like these are big enough. These pillars will be big enough. This stuff's big enough. I guess this is big enough as long as the damage is drastic enough. Hopefully that makes that makes sense to you guys. This sculpting workflow is actually, yes, bad for production. So in production, we would probably, if you wanted to sculpt still, let me save this out first. If you wanted to sculpt still, I would sculpt what the flat normal would look like. Not flat normal, but the like a one that's not following the UVs. And just use it like trim normals. We'll be doing that too in the scene, so I can show you guys. Whoa. Look at that. Look at that bleed. That was gnarly. Okay, now we're gonna go. Yeah, because for the most part, especially with open world games, you end up actually using a lot of tileable materials and then just messing with the normals. And that's all you really need to do. If you want to get really fancy, you have a unique unwrap of this, and you go in and you make a unique hand-painted like roughness map on top of it, and the rest, like the diffuse and the normal, are tiling, and the mesh is doing all of the hard work. That's like how open world games can run on such like a large scale. I'm prepping this file for Unreal. Fake it till you make it. Yeah, creating the smart materials, dude. I mean, you can always come back to it later and figure it out. Make something better. Oops, wait a minute. Make sure to turn this sRGB stuff off. Levels the crap out of your materials. That side, it's brutal. You can see it too, like right there in the normal. If we wanted to, we could go in and just paint that flat. It's called good. It's so funny because we're like, well, I mean, it's got to meet up with here, and then there's got to be that. But what we could do is just kind of scale it. Oh yeah, I can't change the scaling. There we go. And then just say it's fine. You could just do that. Hacks. Actually, we should probably there we go. So you just group them together. So we'll use this area for testing the. So you can see the detail normal is really large. So we need to go into the material and look at the exposed detail normal. Maybe make it 7. Oh, there's a gap between the. You see that? Gotta fix that. You see those in games sometimes where there's a gap between meshes. IBL, image-based lighting, tends to be cheaper. Wait, what? Oh, that was weird. It's because it's grouped. But that stuff gets pretty technical. Shift G versus Control G. There's a Shift G, because Control Shift G breaks them apart. Control G groups them. Oh no, it is Shift G. No, what? Oh, it's just Control Shift G is to group, and then Control Shift G again breaks them apart. Thought they were different hotkeys for some reason. But yeah, I do group them up because I mean, like, these guys are. Oh, not these ones. These guys, the corner one. Like, these are grouped. These little. So we Bruh. Did you see that, Chris? Did you see that? Dude, before I end up lining all this stuff up, we actually need to, we did one really bad thing that you should not do. So see, so if this thing isn't going to be on a grid or anything like that, it needs to be positioned in origin, or at least close to it. I would just suggest making it work with the grid. Yep. Just get that corner point there. Biggest downside is now you can't, like, I would have to position the high poly. I need to do some jungle plants. Hey, Chris. Hey, we'll get there. We'll get there. You guys are so impatient. Jeez. I kid. Hey, Finksnor, actually, 2 weeks from now, we will do that on stream. You'll see how I work at work. So we're just eyeballing that for now. It's good to go. We'll do some vine stuff with this. I mean, we could sidetrack to some vine stuff. I need to learn how to do tessellation of materials and stuff like that, because I just have not. Ah, fuck. I just noticed there's a gap in this one still. I haven't played with that stuff at all. And what better time to learn than with you guys? Oh, reads. All right, we'll do your critique now. Just change one setting of the material. Cool. When we get to that, we'll do like tube shapes for like that we'll build that go down steps and like wrap around and stuff like that, and then we'll build a nice tileable like root material or vine like material, and we'll like use the displacement to either go in or out, and we'll just sculpt it essentially. And then after that, then we'll start adding little leaves and stuff to it. It should be cool. You can get little branches and things come off of things. All the good stuff. Okay, let's look at your stuff, dude. Oh, dude, it looks so good. Okay, hang on. Yeah, this is looking super hot. Look at that. We're doing the full screen for this. Is this using the voxelized GI as well? Chris, check this out. Check this out. So the plant stuff you got down pretty well. I would say that I need to get my Epic pen. Hang on here. Bringing this over. Okay, you ready for me to draw all over it? If you have anything to say, Chris. Yeah, hell yeah, it does. Dude, he was looking at it for reference. So, this pile here, do you know if that is, well, of course you know. Is that one asset? Or did you actually stack those in the scene? Because if it's one asset, I would highly suggest baking an AO so that they interact together. Other than that, let's see here. It's weird that the, yeah, this looks really good, man. The back windows here, that you can see the sky through them. Like, I feel like you should be able to see, like, the top, like this top, continuing around. Basically like that. Maybe you wouldn't even get the sky back there. I don't know. Rooftops look pretty good so far. These, I take it, aren't done yet. These details, the gray stuff. This building looks really blocked out still, which I'm sure you know. Yeah, this stuff looks super good, man. This detail looks a little geometric still. Maybe break up the normals. You could do like a edge decal normal. Single pieces stacked in engine. Dude, a tech artist would choke you to death if you did that. You should so you should build a cluster that you can like get all set up. Get a unique second or third UV set and get like a nice AO put on there. And then place all these individual like you have. Straight up, I've had a tech artist come up to me and just be like, "Why did you do that?" It's like, I'm sorry. So lighting on these looks really good. Is this the same asset? Because I feel like the light isn't. Yeah, Chris, this is Reed's, man. This is Reed's. He was blocking this out like a couple weeks ago. You need to get some light wrapping around this a little bit more, and maybe it's not doing it because it's in shadow of the pillar. Because I mean, this highlight here looks the same as this, so I'm guessing maybe it's the shadow of the pillar. The light coming from the candles needs to be maybe a tad bit smaller, or maybe not illuminating so much down here as it is above it. Look at it, we made a monster. And maybe a little bit warmer in the color. Table looks good. The plants look good. Is that just speed tree? And other than that, I would say maybe your shadows are just a tad too dark. Like with global illumination, this stuff should get lightened up just a tad bit. New hire confirmed. Yeah, this looks good though, man. It's really coming along. We're actually gonna. Oh, you're Swedish as well. Ooh. Yeah, he's Reed's is north of us, Chris. Oh, look, can't handle it. Can't handle it. We're looking at your other stuff now. Gabe chimes in just to say, Jack, Chris. Oh, this is cool. I'm in the seat, man. I'm in the seat. So with this, I would say don't even worry about poly count, man. Just like, so see how you can see those edges? Just add more geo. Just enough so that you don't see those, because like poly count is not really that much of a thing these days as long as you're building smart. This is super cool. Super cool. Look at the scope. Nom, 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 nom. Yeah, this looks awesome. Oh man, it's even got some weather bend to it. That's crazy. Nice. Nice. Yeah, man, this looks sweet. This is some FPS stuff. You're now auto-hosting me, Hostel? What does that mean? I'm just like, oh, it's auto. Oh yeah, this looks awesome, dude. Yeah, super cool. Makes you feel unaccomplished? Dude, me too, man. Me too. And the amount of time that I've been sitting here, like, trying to get these, I'm like, all right, cool. We got the steps, guys. We got the steps. Every time Reeds drops, like, a picture, and he's just like, boom, boom, each time. Each time, substantial progress. I probably should start doing art outside of the stream. But I have to have, like, a social time as well. I need to be social. But yeah, dude, your stuff is good. Your stuff is good. The quality of your art, being a student, is by far way further than mine. Thanks, Nor. Check you later, man. Check you later. But yeah, if you, fuck social life, that explains why you're getting so good so fast and you're getting so much done. Put life on hold and just make that art. Alright. What are we looking at time-wise? It's 9:59. This is sick though, man. This is really cool. You really need to get like the, where are we at here? These little details in here. The little nooks and crannies. Get stuff in there, like dirty it up. Even if it's just dust, something in there that tells me that those two assets, they're not assets that are placed together. They're actually pieces of stone that were built, placed there, and then have been there for like, I don't know, 50 years, 30 years, just, building up, living on itself. Super cool. Meh. Platinum gold, what is this? This is what I need in my life. Oh yeah. That's gonna be hot. Man, that looks so good. Yeah, those are tiling too. Very nice. It's so weird looking when it's laid out like this. It's so geometric, but I'm assuming when you wrap it on things, it looks much better. That is super cool. 9 miles. What's going on? Oh yeah. Dang, that looks good. Oh, I remember this scene. Yeah, this guy is freaking good stuff, man. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, this is looking good though. Keep it up. You're almost there. It's definitely, it's more about like paying attention to how things interact with each other now, on like a dirty level, getting the grime, getting the roughness to pop, like the shiny parts just to pop just enough, getting the light to wrap around your foliage a bit more. Man, it looks really good on this left side. And then you have a bowl of fruits, so I'd expect you're probably going to get some screenshots of close-ups of the desk. That stuff's going to have to hold up, like as you get closer. Maybe get some subsurface scattering maps for the fruits and stuff. Chris, you remember? Yes, it was from Crysis 3. I know this. I know this, Chris. You know how I know? Because this building right here, this is so iconic to them, and this. And then the trees that come out like that. They like nailed that. Do you remember when they were... Yeah, hang on. Chris. I got you. I got you! Chris, you need to be part of our Discord, man. There you go. Oh, see, now I'm like, oh, it's so gray. Man, so gray. Nice work, dude. Nice freaking work. With that, I'm going to leave you guys. Go ahead and either follow the channel. Neya, thank you for following 3 minutes ago. You're the bestest. You're the bestest. This will be up on YouTube in the next day or two with timestamps. You can go here if you need to see. And yeah, nice work, Reeds. Super sick. Super sick. I will check you guys later, and I'll look into why that media thing is like putting a wireframe on the screen. It's so weird. So weird. Alright, later, guys.